Hello everybody, welcome back to On the Bright Side. My name is Daniel and I am watching FRIEREN. Last time on FRIEREN, we had some amazing fights, specifically between Fern and Stark and the demons that they were fighting. Luger, Linny. Remembered this time, and they were both successful, remembering the words of their masters, getting confidence in themselves. Demons didn't stand a chance. These two are awesome. We also had FRIEREN facing off against Aura's army, and this time I assume we'll be focusing mostly on that. So, if you guys are excited for more FRIEREN, then you should do yourself a favor and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single FRIEREN episode going forward. Anyway, let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, go! Trees. So pretty. Ah, young FRIEREN. Young. What now? Hmm.
そうだ。奴らは卑怯だ。ならば私たちはそれ以上の卑怯者になればいい。それで魔族を根絶やしにできるのなら、私は喜んでその汚名を着よう。
Interesting. So even Flamme had like wanted to exterminate them. It was pretty intense. A lot of blood. Yeah, well, you got a gigantic hole through you. You sure about that? We'll see about that. Again, things have changed. Are you not capable of realizing that things have changed? She can, like, hide her true aura. Rest in peace. Not really. I don't care. Alright. I've been talking about backstory for FRIEREN for the past couple episodes. Let's get into it. An elf village. This is how they met? She's got a lot of aura. Or a lot of mana. Teach her the ways to deal with demons. You're just capable of hiding that fact, which helps you. Demons did destroy her village, which, you know, wondering why FRIEREN hates demons so much would not be a bad reason to. Oh god. Are we gonna get to see Flamme do some stuff? Hello? I love these armors. What do you have against the elves? Well, okay, fine. Demons feel like they have so much confidence in themselves. But we've seen where that gets them. Oh my god. Yeah, it really reminds me of like Dragon Ball when the characters are using like scouters and they constantly underestimate. Look at that. Are you okay, FRIEREN? This is at her very start when she really didn't have many emotions. Ah. Wow, you guys were made for each other. Yeah, well, you're gonna have to do that constantly.
この魔力の制限はどのくらい続ければいいの
Forever. Until you need it.
疲れるんだけど
Yep.
私と同じくらい一緒だ。
And here we are against quite the demon to fool.
そんなに多くの魔力を消費して大丈夫なのか
I haven't even shown you my full mana though.
溢れ出すアウラの魔力から伝わってくるアウラが500年以上生きた大魔族であること
500 years.
その生涯のほとんどを鍛錬に費
Isn't that just half of your life though?
それでも魔族は魔力を包み隠さないし包み隠せない 哀れだ
Demons are overconfident, but so is FRIEREN a bit.
組織に必要なものって何だと思う？
秩序かな
そうだ。人の場合は、例えばこの国の連中は地位や財産で偉いやつが決まる。
Yeah. So how do demons?
強いやつが偉いんだ。
I mean, I guess the Demon King is the one to
強さってのは見ればわかる。
魔力だ
follow.
奴らにとっては常に魔力を制限するメリットなんて皆無だし、そもそもそんな発想すらない。人が地位や財産に縛られるように魔族は魔力に縛られている。
I see.
奴ら魔力の制限を始めてから3年か。
And you've been doing it successfully. Oh my god.
ま
So
だ魔
old.
法は好きか？
Been a long time
ほ
then.
どほどかな
お前はずっと昔魔法が好きだとはっきり答え
That's true.
たった50年前でしょ
お前の長い寿命ならいつか魔王を倒せるほどの高みにたどり着ける。
And she did.
私の墓の周りは花畑にしてくれ。私の一番好きな魔法は
So that's how she learned that spell.
魔法が好きになったきっかけだ。
その魔法を教えてよ
Is this what got her started on wanting to collect more than just spells for her
いいか
revenge?
フリーレン、目立たず生きろ。お前が歴史に名を残すのは魔王をぶっ殺す時だ。
Well, she's definitely known by the demons now. Look at the snowman. She made herself a little house. How many years passed like this? Little village. How many years until she was found by Himmel and the others? I guess we're seeing that.
どう思うあいた魔力は私の5分の1くらいですね
Are you sure about that?
なんだこいつムカつくな
Already
なよ
I hate him.
君は僕が出会ってきたどの魔法使いよりも強い
どうしてそう思う
Yeah, what makes you say that?
なんとなく
Just a feeling, right? And the rest was history. Are you gonna show off your true power? Trick her into this when you know you win? Look at those souls, so cute.
嬉しそうだねアウラ
80年ほど前に初めて表舞台に姿を現し
My debut.
あなたは優秀な魔法使いだけれども魔力自体はそれほどでもない
You trust your eyes too much. You have to be more like the humans, like Himmel and FRIEREN, who just had a feeling.
私には遠く及ばない
You know, trust your heart, but I assume demons don't really have those.
私の勝ちよ
This entire episode is just a are you sure about that? When is FRIEREN gonna make her move?
なんだ
You sure you wanna fight?
傾いている
私の魂を天秤に乗せたなアウラ
I win now.
お前が自分の魔力に自信を持っているのか私は魔力を制限していた
Slight surprise.
そんなはずはないわそれならこの私が見
Yeah, just keep telling yourself that. I wanna see the full power of her mana.
私は生きてきた時間のほとんどを魔力を制限して過ごした
I wanna see it all. I wanna see how big it is.
バカじゃないのなんでそんなわけのわからん私は500年以上生きた大魔族だ
A
お
fraction.
前の前にいるのは1000年以上生きた魔法
Over 1,000 years, yep. It completely encompasses her. Scales. Yep. Congratulations. You played yourself. Take it off my jacket.
自害しろ
Cold as fuck. The hair. that was FRIEREN. FRIEREN has defeated Aura. But not in the way that I really expected. I expected more of a fight. But nah, she just... the episode really justified you don't attack demons head on. That's what they expect you to do. But they never expect you to trick them. Because they're so confident. So much pride. I mentioned the, I'm watching Dragon Ball right now. I'm on the Namek saga, so there's a lot of characters who are like, they're like, check their scouters, and they're all like, these guys have a puny power level. And then Krillin and Gohan just like whip out beams and just absolutely destroy them. So it's the same concept. I feel like I've actually like referenced Dragon Ball quite a bit with this show. This show is interesting because I wouldn't call it shonen, but it's definitely inspired by a lot of shonen tropes and plot lines and stuff. I mean, the fact that it takes place after a party of adventurers defeating the demon king kind of shows that. That's like a classic shonen storyline. But it's a subversion to all of that. And this episode choosing not to engage in direct fight could be another version of that, which makes me kind of be like, well, Stark engaged Linny in a direct fight and just absolutely wrecked her. So, but Fern did use some tactics where she hid her mana, which is Fern's not aware that FRIEREN has been sculpting her into a demon killing machine. That's kind of interesting because Flamme said that it's only going to be us two. We're going to be the demon killing machines. FRIEREN hasn't told Fern a lot about the magic that she teaches her. Fern was under the impression that she had normal offensive magic, when in fact she had a spell specifically for harming demons. Fern probably didn't realize that why she was being trained to hide her mana was so that she could also trick demons. Well, actually, she did mention that tricking demons is the best way. So maybe FRIEREN did tell her, but FRIEREN kind of likes to play her cards close to her chest. Part of me is like, I wish she'd communicate more. That's an important part, but it's also who she is. So, but yeah, we got a lot of FRIEREN's backstory this episode. How she met Flamme. They had a lot in common. Both hating demons because their entire village was destroyed by them. It's interesting because in general, FRIEREN doesn't really seem like the sentimental type. But also it was her home. But it made her have a lifelong hatred for demons that have lasted hundreds of years. We got to learn more about demons in general. It makes me wonder if this is going to be the end of like the exploration of demons. If we're really just going to be like, yeah, they're pretty much all bad. And they're probably mostly bad. But is that like a demon societal expectation, a pressure that's being put on them? I still wonder if these things can be changed or they're laws of the universe. Have we just not tried to understand them? Probably if we do get into that more, it won't be soon. I was waiting that whole episode to see the true size of FRIEREN's mana, and it is big. And I want you to know, I restrained myself a lot. Dick jokes about mana. Praise me in the comments. That's not typical for me. With that being said, FRIEREN's dick is huge. Her mana dick. So that was a really cool scene. It also really reminded me of Dragon Ball, the feeling of satisfaction when like Goku shows up and people are like, who's this guy? And then he's like, it powers up and everyone's like, oh shit. It's really a classic. It's just a good level of catharsis, So we also got to see a lot of FRIEREN just kind of passing a bunch of years, not really doing much, not even really collecting spells yet. I mean, she probably did collect spells in that time, but she didn't really it wasn't really like her main goal until Himmel found her, which we got to see that happen. Her life was forever changed by just a feeling. Twice, actually. I like the intuition being a powerful thing. God, Himmel so good. It's an interesting way of telling the story of, like, making you get more invested in the characters that you know are, like, already dead by, like, explaining more about them over the course of the series. Besides Aizen. He's still around. For now. But yeah, Aura's just fucking dead now. That was some, I've complimented this show a lot on its animation and attention to detail in it. And, like, the putting the sword to her neck and cutting the hair off and, like, falling realistically, I'm like, I mean, that was just a cold way to kill her, too. It reminded me, I'm reacting to Code Geass right now, and that's, like, the first time that he uses his mind control powers, is to just be like, kill yourselves! Mind control powers are scary. I imagine that this is also marks the end of her immortal army, so I feel like this episode was pretty straightforward. I'm glad we got to see a lot more about Frieren and the past. I was just like, there's no way she's losing. When she was like, Aura's been around for 500 years, I'm like, don't we already know that Frieren's been around for over 1,000? Man, can you imagine being around for 1,000 years? 1,000 years ago, hey, I guess you'd be like in Vinland Saga 1,000 years ago from today. So, could be worse. I'm excited to see where our journey takes us next, because this kind of deals with this problem. We saved the town. It's all good. So I imagine that next time we're going to be continuing on our journey north, and the next episode seems like we're getting so far up north that it's going to be real cold, which is perfect because it's real cold right now in real life. It was like 20 degrees last night. Awesome. So I hope you all enjoyed my reaction to this episode. If you did, you can let me know by leaving a like. You can comment, tell me what you thought about this episode, and you can subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single Frieren reaction going forward. Anyway, I hope that I can make your day better, and I hope that you continue to have good days. Till next time, take it easy, everyone.